फिर से कर
देसी बिंजर ऑस्कर स्पेशल
देसी बिंजर रेड बटन है ना रेड अरे अरे एक मिनट रुक जाओ यार Hi guys, it's that time of the year again.
News coming in. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray's lockdown announcement.
लॉकडाउन और लॉकडाउन का तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता
दिल्ली में कुछ दिन के लिए लॉकडाउन लगाना जरूरी है.
No, not that one. It's Oscar time. Yes, tomorrow is Oscar Day, the 93rd Academy Awards to be more precise. It's almost been like a yearly ritual for me, where every year since the last 10 years or so, I have been putting out my Oscar predictions on social media, usually just a couple of days before the Oscars. This year too I'm doing the predictions, but the only difference is that it's my own YouTube channel. So before I start with my predictions of who I think would be winning this year's Oscars in different categories, I would like to remind every one of you to please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It is tremendously encouraging and satisfying to see the number of subscribers go up. We're nearing about 300 subscribers now. Yeah, I know it's not much, but it's enough to tell me that I should keep doing what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, one more thing. This is the second episode in the Oscars 2021 series. Before this, I did a video where I listed down the biggest nominations of this year's Oscars and where you can watch them, basically which movie is available on which streaming platform. Do watch that video and share it with your friends who are thinking where and how to watch these Oscar nominated films. Okay, let's start with the big one, the Best Picture. We have The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trail of the Chicago 7. Clearly, the Best Picture is the most prestigious award of the night. You see, in the other categories, the Academy members can only vote within their branch. So, Academy members who are actors can only vote for the acting category, the directors can only vote for the directing category, the writers for writing. You get the drift. Whereas for Best Picture, it's the only category where each member gets to vote. Now, since every Academy member gets to vote, it is clearly also one of the most complicated method of selecting. See, to understand it simply, they have about 8,500 odd Academy members, and if depending on how many of them decide to vote, each member then categorizes these movies into 1, 2, 3, their top 10, and then whichever movie gets the highest number of ones or the highest. Mota it's special. Now the top contender here is clearly Chloe Zhao's Nomadland. Nomadland is a story about a woman who leaves her hometown after her husband dies, and she's basically jobless and houseless. But she decides to travel around the country, the United States, and live life as a nomad, picking up odd jobs here and there. It's a beautiful movie. The way it's shot, the landscape, the story that it's trying to say, even the performances, brilliant. But it's not my favorite. My favorite of the lot is Minari. It's something that I saw very recently, as recently as 3 days ago. It's an inspirational tale about an immigrant South Korean family who relocates to rural America to fulfill their father's dream of growing Korean vegetables. The movie struck a chord with me because we're going through something very similar in our family. We've moved into a different city. We have our dreams which we want to fulfill. It's bittersweet, the experience, and the movie kind of brings that particular aspect out wonderfully. Ultimately, it's a movie about hope. It's the kind of film that we need given what's going on in the world right now. A close second to that film is The Trial of Chicago 7. Aaron Sorkin's fast-paced courtroom drama, yet another time-relevant film. The only difference is that this one's shot like a more mainstream commercial film rather than focusing on realism. Now, I really want Minari to win this one, but I think Nomadland has all the buzz going around with it. It's won the BAFTA, it's won the Golden Globes. I mean, it's practically swept most of the other awards, and deservingly so. So I think I'll go ahead and predict Nomadland to win this one. If there would be an upset, it would be The Trial of Chicago 7. Best Actor. The nominations are Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's BlackBottom, Anthony Hopkins for The Father, Gary Oldman for Mank, and Stephen Yeun for Minari. Just like last year, this year too, the Best Actor category is more or less a done deal. Last year we saw Joaquin Phoenix win win the trophy almost uncontested. This year, that person is going to be Chadwick Boseman. His portrayal in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom as a jazz musician who's short-tempered, rude, upstart kind of a person who has a dark past is more like a showreel of his talent. You know, Chadwick demonstrates the whole range of emotions: anger, love, lust, passion, sorrow. The performance is powerful. It's soulful. It's something that you will remember for a while. But I just felt that parts of it was a bit over the top, a little bit more melodramatic than it should be. But this was a play which was adapted for screen, so I think that's the reason why it's pitched up. The fact that this is Boseman's last film and that the other nominations in this category are not outstanding, that puts Boseman in an excellent position to win this one. The only upset here could be Anthony Hopkins for The Father. I haven't watched The Father. It's not released in India. It's not available anywhere. So I really don't know how good that performance is, but he won the BAFTA, and that could be the only other contender which will take this Oscar away from a Chadwick. Otherwise, Chadwick Boseman is going to win this one, and he would be the second actor to win the Best Actor posthumously. Does anyone know who's the first one? Next, Best Actress. The nominees are Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day for United States vs. Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, and Carrey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. This is a tough category. Barring original screenplay, I think this is the toughest category of the night. Each one of these performances are different and unique in their own special way, and all of them deserve a place in this nomination. I mean, I remember watching Vanessa Kirby in Pieces of Women and weeping. I'm so happy to see her here. It's such a deserving nomination. But if you ask me, I think the contest is between the two veterans, Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and Frances McDormand for Nomadland. While Frances plays this quite understated personality who whispers most of the time, Viola plays this over-the-top blues singer who everything about her, the way she dresses, the way she talks, is bombastic. So it's primarily a race between these two. Now, usually what happens in such cases is that the Academy tilts towards somebody whom they love. Like for example, if in this mix, if there was a Meryl Streep, she would have got the Oscar. But jokes apart, both Viola and Frances McDormand have had their wins very recently. Viola winning for Fences and Frances McDormand winning for 3 Billboards. I think that was in 2018 and Fences was in 2017. So they both have won these awards recently. In fact, Viola Davis is the most nominated black actress in the history of Oscars. So the Academy likes both of them. It's a difficult pick, but I think I'm going to go with Viola here. No, Frances, done. Frances McDormand for Nomadland, done. Lock. Best Supporting Performances Male. The nominees are Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami, Paul Raci in Sound of Metal, and Lakeith Stanfield for Judas and the Black Messiah. Again, terrific category. All super performance. My god, Paul Raci in Sound of Metal. I mean, what a soulful, powerful performance. If this was the Filmfare, all of them would have gotten some critic award or most powerful performer award or something like that. In fact, the weakest in this is Sacha Baron Cohen for Trial of the Chicago 7. It's a wonderful performance, no doubt. But in context to the others, I think this one is the weakest. Suddenly, the Academy is woken up to Sacha. You know, he's nominated for Best Supporting Actor. His movie Borat is nominated for 2 different Oscars. I mean, ho kya raha hai yaar? I mean, usually the Academy gives a cold shoulder to actors who are like comedic. I mean that's the reason why Jim Carrey has never won an Oscar. Heck, he's never been nominated, despite giving some powerful performances in movies like The Truman Show or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. In fact, his performance in Man on the Moon should have gotten him a nomination at the minimum. The Golden Globes have no such problem with comedic movies. There is a different category, and Jim Carrey is like swept all the awards there.
And the winner is Jim Carrey, man.
The winner is Jim Carrey.
I'm the Tom Hanks of the Golden Globes. Thank you again, anyway.
But no Oscar, so it's quite refreshing to see the Academy nominating Sacha. So yeah, like Sacha winning this would be great, just even if it's just to hear his acceptance speech. But anyway, coming back, Daniel Kaluuya winning this award, the buzz around it is real, and it should be, because it's a terrific film. It's a very important film about the Black Panther movement, and it's something that would resonate with the Academy members. And Daniel has also completely swept all the other awards, the Golden Globes, the BAFTA, the SAG Awards. So it's really a no-brainer to predict who's going to win this one. But I just hope that they give it to Paul Raci. Nahi hoga. So Best Supporting Actor, Female. Maria Balakova for Borat, the subsequent film. Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elgi. Olivia Colman for The Father. Amanda Seyfried for Mank. And Yujung for Minari. Again, brilliant category, wonderful performances. Amanda Seyfried in Mank, that's her best performance, that's her career best performance. Glenn Close, I mean, what an underrated performance. Why isn't anybody talking about it? Had this been another year, Glenn Close would have won hands down. It's practically unrecognizable both in the way she looks and the way she acts in that film. And like every other category, this one also has a surprise nomination. This time it's Maria Balakova for Borat. What a crazy year this is. Maria plays Borat's daughter who travels from Kazakhstan to America to be gifted to one of the American politicians. Maria goes all out for this. It's perhaps the most sincere performance of the lot. But to think that she would win this category might be a bit of a stretch. It would be crazy if that happens. But my prediction as to who would win this category would be Yujung, the Korean actress who plays the grandmother in Minari. It's an endearing performance. Her scenes with the kid, who's a dynamite by the way, Alan Kim, he's also a Korean kid, are so soulful and very devoid of how a typical grandmother-grandchild relationship is shown in movies.
Pretty boy, pretty boy. Pretty.
I'm not pretty. I'm good looking.
It's just fresh and different. And Minari should win some awards. It's a terrific film. I mean, 6 nominations. This is one category where it can pick up one of the major awards. I predict her to walk away with the Best Supporting Actress for Minari. Best Animated Feature. The nominations are Onward, Over the Moon. Just band karo yaar. Soul is going to win this. Don't bother looking at the nominations. Don't bother reading up anything else. Don't bother predicting it. Soul is going to win this. Next. No, I mean, I'm serious. Best Director. And the nominations are Thomas Whitberg for Another Round, David Fincher for Mank, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, and Emmeline Philin for Promising Young Women. 2 female nominations. How cool is that? It's never happened in the history. So mostly, the Best Director award usually gives away who's going to win the Best Picture. It's happened about 70 to 80% of the time that the movie that wins the Best Director also wins the Best Picture. But of late, it's not happened so. Remember when Argo won Best Picture? Yeah, that dude, Ben Affleck, wasn't even nominated for Best Director that year. I think Ang Lee won for Life of Pi that year. And even Steven Spielberg was nominated for Lincoln, but he didn't win. In fact, in 2017, when Damien Chazelle won Best Director for La La Land, the Academy went and gave the Oscars for Best Picture to Moonlight, the year of the colossal mix-up.
The Academy Award for Best Picture.
I'm sorry. No, there's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture. Moonlight, Best Picture.
So am I saying that this year also it's going to be the same? The Best Director and the Best Movie is going to be different? No. This year, Chloe Zhao is winning Best Director for Nomadland, and Chloe Zhao is winning Best Picture as well. I say this purely on the basis of the skill. Her command in handling of the subject, the tone and the language of the film, the way she uses the landscape, the physicality of it, her choice of using real nomads as opposed to actors playing nomads, masterstroke. And such things needs to be rewarded. Yeah, so I think for director, Chloe Zhao is winning this one. Fun fact, if she wins, she is only going to be the second female director to ever win an Oscar in the history of Oscars. Yeah. Who was the first? Well, this and the other question that I asked right up front about which other actor won the Best Actor posthumously. If any one of you know the answer to this without Googling, then please mention that in the comment section. Anyway, so those were my predictions of this year's Oscars. Yes, I know there are a lot more different categories. There's best editing, there's screenplay, there is sound, visual effects, so on and so forth. But obviously I can't cover all of them in this video. You can find my entire list of predictions on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. So do follow me there for more such content, trivias, quizzes, which I keep coming up. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your family, friends, spread it around. And yeah, see you at the Oscars. Bye bye.